Hi, I'm Shoji Tabuchi. I'd like to welcome you to Shoji Tabuchi Theater here in Branson, Missouri. Folks, I came over here from Japan over 20 years ago with $500 with me. For me, American dream came true. And I love to play all kind of different type of music. I learn bluegrass music and country music, of course, and western swing, and I love to play those beautiful theme songs from movie.
Shoji Tabuchi was born on April 16, 1944 in Daishoji, Ishikawa, Japan. After seeing a fellow schoolmate play the violin in school one day, Shoji went home and told his mother he wished to play that instrument. At the encouragement of his mother, Shoji took up the violin using the Suzuki method, which is a philosophy that emphasizes that students will learn better according to their environments. This includes attending concerts, no auditions or musical aptitude tests, and beginning at a very young age. In 1963, when Shoji was a sophomore in college in Osaka, he saw a performance by a country musician named Roya Cuff. He became enamored with the sound immediately, and he eventually formed his own bluegrass band called the Bluegrass Ramblers, who wound up winning a national Battle of the Bands contest in Japan in 1965. In 1967, before graduating from college, Shoji decided to emigrate to the United States, landing in San Francisco, where he arrived with only his violin and a few $100s. He had a hard time at first, taking jobs as a busboy to survive. He even formed a band with two other Japanese musicians called the Osaka Okies, where they performed at a few restaurants, but the band quickly broke up when one member became homesick and returned back home. Eventually, Shoji was discovered by Don Powell, the program director at KFDI radio station in Wichita, Kansas. Don asked Shoji to sit in with a group called the Western Swingers, who performed at a club called the Western Swinger in Wichita. They were so impressed by Shoji that they asked him to formally join the band the same night. Shoji later came to be known as the Japanese Cowboy, and he released a single in 1969 titled Tennessee Salute/Sukiyaki. In July of 1972, Shoji was performing at KFDI's 8th anniversary show in Wichita when a chance meeting with Farron Young, an American country singer and songwriter, led to him joining Billy Walker's band, where he played for 5 years. Tabuchi decided soon after this that he wanted to try performing on his own. After performing around the country and living in several places from San Francisco to San Angelo, Texas, to Louisiana and Arizona, he reconnected with old friend Roy Acuff, who persuaded him to come to Nashville, where Acuff arranged for Shoji to perform on the Grand Ole Opry, where he would eventually appear 27 times. Over the years, Shoji would go on to perform with many other famous country artists, from Tammy Wynette to Barbara Mandrell to Johnny Cash, Ray Stevens, Conway Twitty, and Dolly Parton. In 1980, Shoji was offered a 6-month residency at the Starlight Theater in Branson, Missouri. He stayed there in the next few years and continued to perform, becoming quite popular. So much so that in 1990, Shoji decided to build his own 2,000-seat theater and host his own show. The rest, as they say, is history, as Shoji performed in that theater with his wife and children to sold-out crowds for over 3 decades. Throughout his career, Shoji received several accolades and awards. He was awarded the Japanese Foreign Minister's Award, the Missourian Award, and the Americanism Medal. He won several Ozark Music Awards, including Entertainer of the Year, and won Instrumentalist of the Year 4 times. He also received a Lifetime Achievement and Humanitarian Award from the Branson Terry Awards. Shoji was inducted into the National Fiddler Hall of Fame in 2020, and in 2021, Brandon declared August 31st to be Shoji, Dorothy, and Christina Day in honor of the family's contributions to the city.
Good evening and welcome to Color 10 News at 9. I'm Joshua Pineda. The Branson community is mourning the loss of one of its most beloved entertainers. Shoji Tabuchi performed for more than 30 years and left a lasting impact throughout.
On August 11, 2023, Shoji Tabuchi died after his battle with pancreatic cancer at the age of 79. Everyone that knew him, watched him, and performed with him mourned that day. When you look at the life and career of Shoji Tabuchi, it truly encapsulates the American dream. Coming to a foreign country with little more than a dream, a fiddle, and a few $100s, Shoji turned his passion, dedication, and love for his craft into something truly amazing. Not only that, but he never let success or fame change him into something he wasn't. He always stayed positive, gave back to his community, and loved his family and fans earnestly. Despite being from Japan originally, Shoji embodied the American spirit of ambition, hard work, and sacrifice, all the while wrapping those things up in a bow of love, caring, and empathy. The once 7-year-old Japanese boy from Ishikawa, Shoji Tabuchi, should make anyone proud to be an American.
Folks, I came over here from Japan over 20 years ago with $500 with me. For me, American dream came true.